There is a buzz in the Queen City. On the heels of 4 straight 90-loss seasons, the Reds didn't figure to rate much mention in the discussion of the senior circuit's top contenders. But Cincy made loud, bold moves during the offseason, and suddenly, the rotation looks solid, and the lineup is built to bash in hitter-friendly Great American Ballpark. It's been 6 years since Joey Votto and company have played meaningful baseball in September. While the NL Central dogfight was already crowded, there may be one more in the race for the division title.
If you're just joining us, it's been a pitching clinic so far, and in fact, we're still looking at a possible shutout in the making. Heidi, what kind of impact does a stellar outing like this have on a club?
Matt, a dominating performance by a starting pitcher can not only take the pressure off the hitters, it also gives some needed rest to the arms in the bullpen. And it's just generally great for team morale. It'd be a real boost for this pitcher's team and his ERA if he can continue blanking the opponent the rest of the way.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 2 of our Cincinnati Reds March to October. I like to call it Hunt for Reds October. Obviously, that is a play on words for the movie with Sean Connery, and I think that was a book, Hunt for Red October. It was a war movie. If you guys are really old like me and don't have any idea what I'm talking about being as young as you are. So, guys, we are winning currently at 2-0 here in the top of the 8th. Brandon Belt is up to bat. Our goal for this game is to complete the shutout. Get extra bonus points. Get extra bonus flames for getting on a hot streak and shutting these guys out. So Brandon Belt is going to strike out Tanner Roark. That was his 99th pitch on the game. He's closing in on that 100 pitch mark. Runner already on first base here, and Matt Kemp is going to hit a line drive off the pitcher, and he can't make the play over to first in time. And shake it off. Shake it off, you sissy. He'll be fine. He will be A-OK. Buster Posey, good teammate, going to go check on him here. Runner on first and second. Yasiel Puig is coming up, and he's got a ground ball right past third base and shortstop. But we are going to go head on home here, and Jeanette is going to slide in safely. Posey cannot make the tag, so the Reds extend their lead to 3-0. Here's in the bottom of the 8th. Tucker Barnhart is now up, and he is going to send a fly ball out to left field, and that's going to be nothing doing as left fielder Chris Shaw is going to make the routine catch and play. Scott Schebler, who has been raking all season long, is going to slide this one right past Joe Panik, right fielder. I think that's Mac Williamson out there, and Wright's going to give it everything he's got to make sure that ball comes in and avoids the next run to score. So bases loaded here with one down, and Peraza is going to like to bunt with bases loaded. Oh my goodness. It's going to get the run in, so I mean, at least we extend our lead, right, to 4. It's 4-0. We could have played it to where he was going to get a base hit, would have scored 2, could have gotten a fly ball, would have scored only 1, would have been registered as a sacrifice anyway. But we're playing this fairly conservatively. We want to get a 4-0 lead for sure, and Peraza comes through and he gets the job done. So that's going to allow Jesse Winker to actually have runners on second and first to get even more runs, to tack on even more runs. But Tony Watson is going to come in, another left-handed thrower here for the Giants, and against a left-handed hitter, that's obviously a good matchup. So now we're going to go to the next inning. Raisel Iglesias is going to come on here in the top of the 9th. I do skip a little bit forward for you guys just to kind of get this thing done and in the books. So on the top of the 9th, we have Brandon Crawford going to fly out to right fielder Yasiel Puig. Buster Posey here, 0-1 count. Ew, goodness. Yikes. He almost yanked that one over the fence, but he's going to yank it foul, and we give it to him again, and he's just going to stare at it and look. He cannot believe that he just let that run right by him. So 2 down in the top of the 9th, and Evan Longoria down 0-2. There's their last chance. Almost had that 96-mile-an-hour fastball high and outside, going to catch the outside part of the plate, but that sinker fooled him, and Iglesias punches him out himself. Nice, with the little dance moves right there. So shutout is completed. We get 3 extra bonus flames. I don't even know what to call that. Hot streaks, momentum, I guess. That's what we're going to call it. I'm going to call it Flames. I'm going to call it Flames. What do you guys want me to call it? So, check it out. We are starting May off really, really hot. Going a little bit further, though. We are in second place in the NL Central, but we are in first place in the NL Wildcard. We are trending upward. Very, very hot team right now, guys. So we are going to actually go ahead and take on the Giants yet again, but this time we're going to go to AT&T Park, take them on at their place. It's going to be a tough game, though. It's going to be tough because the Giants are always tough at home. And with their fans, the way that they are out there, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. A lot of walk-offs. A lot of times the Giants have that special magic sauce that they have that's going on out there in San Fran. I don't know what that is, but it seems to happen a lot. Kurt Casale comes up in the top of the sixth, and he's going to ground out to Panic. He's going to make the throw over to first base, Brandon Belt. So the Reds are down here, you guys will notice, 4-3. And in the bottom of the sixth, we got to make some good plays here defensively. We got to hold the Giants offense to that one-run lead. We can't let it get too far out ahead of us. We got to stay within this baseball game as long as we can. There's no guarantees that we're going to be getting a W here. We just got to fight. Got to keep fighting here. Scott Schebler playing center field in today's game. Interesting. He's more of a corner guy. I would have thought he was more of a corner guy. I don't know why he has center field eligibility. He's a big lumbering guy, but apparently he can play center. That's fine. I would have put Puig in center at that point, or Matt Kemp if he's playing. We haven't gotten that far yet. So in the top of the seventh here is Blake Trehan. He comes on as a pinch hitter, and he's going to lace a double right down the line in that right field corner, and really good relay here by Williamson, Panic, and Crawford. But Trehan is going to get in safely, and with nobody down here, Peraza yet again comes up and lays a really nice bunt down. Alan Hansen makes the off-balance throw over to Belt, who gets down low, and very athletic play, very athletic grab just to get to that baseball and the stretch, right? So Peraza's out. It's going to be the first out in the top of the seventh. Now Scooter can come through here and get a base hit to tie this game. Come on, Scoot. We need this right here. He's going to hit a foul ball. That was a good pitch to hit there. Just did not time it up correctly. Slide piece right there. Low and away. That's a tough pitch, but it was a pretty good swing. Just got to get it. Oh, God. Ah. He strikes out. Got fooled by Tony Watson right there. He gave him the slider yet again and rung him up. All right, so here's Joey Votto. Pretty much our last chance here in the top of the seventh. If he can come through with a base hit, that's going to be clutch. We're going to get a tie ball game here. It's going to be 4-4. If not, we got to go into the bottom of the seventh and try to, again, hold down the Giants lineup. It's going to be a tough task here. But Votto is going to send a little lazy ball out in front of left field. And Brandon Crawford, as good as he is and as much range as he has, he can't even track that down. So Votto gets a little bit of a lucky base hit right there, and he's going to get credited with the RBI. So it's going to be 4-4 game here, one down already. And Zach Duke is actually our pitcher against the right-handed hitter Alan Hansen, and he's going to get a double. Runner ends up moving over to third base here with the next out. So for the second out of the inning, runner moves over to third. Joe Panic, 0-1 count here, and Joe Panic comes up clutch too. So, you know, I like this lefty-on-lefty matchup. It's kind of why I had Zach Duke in this inning, pitching against some of those righties. We don't really have a lot of bullpen to use right now, and check it out. Check it out. He was pretty much our last option in the bullpen. Just called for it, right situation, right time, and just doesn't come through for us because Joe Panic is clutch. And against lefty-on-lefty, he gets that base hit, and we're going to have to call on Michael Lorenzen to get the final out of this inning, and he does, facing off against the right-handed hitter Buster Posey. So obviously that's kind of a matchup for Buster Posey, pro-Buster Posey matchup right there, but he comes through. So Michael Lorenzen, good job, sir. All right, so top of the eighth.
Now here's the pitch.
Here's a... Oh, I thought it was going to be a base knock. Scott Schebler lines it right back to Joe Panic, and he's going to get the registered for the out. So, Aristides Aquino, 2 down in the top of the 8th. Our chances are getting slim. But you know what? It only takes one swing of the bat to get back into it. Oh, I teased you guys right there. So slider apparently missed. And looking back at the show track, at the strike zone, nope, it didn't miss. But we got lucky here. So 1-0 count. He's got to give us something to hit right here. He's got to throw a strike, and he does. Right down the middle, Aristides Aquino. Right fielder didn't even have to move. It's going to be registered for an out. So there's Mac Williamson making a nice play. Bottom of the 8th, Brandon Crawford. Oh, Michael Lorenzen, get on your high horse, man. Get it over to first. He does. Votto, wow, good play there. He didn't go to the outside. He went to the inside part of the bag. I think I might have had that opposite, actually. Yeah, went into foul territory. Yeah, there you go. So he would be on the outside of the bag. Ugh. Baseball, come back. Come back to us. Yasiel Puig going to come up here as a pinch hitter. You guys saw the last at-bat there. The batter previous almost hit it for a home run. We were looking for a big-time boosh. We need one really, really bad. A solo shot's going to make it 5-5. We got to have one, guys. So Puig having a stellar season thus far. He's going to, oh my goodness, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Oh, it's going to go foul. Come on, Puig. Come on, baby. Let's go. 1-1 count here, top of the 9th. And he gets a fastball high and inside. This thing's got some legs. Can it carry in the San Francisco night? No. It gets pretty thin out there, guys. It's cold, about 60 degrees. You'd think the ball would fly, but it's not. So Puig is out, and so are the Reds, as Jose Peraza is going to ground out to Panic, who makes a nice play. And the Giants are going to get a W against the Reds. We failed to mount the comeback, so our team momentum is going to go down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but it's okay. We ended up winning the series. And against the Chicago Cubs, that's our next opponent. So we've already won this series. We've already won it. Have 2 games under our belt here already. We're down by a run right now to the Cubbies in the top of the 7th. And you guys can see the standings up on the screen there. We're 30-14 and in first place in the NL Central. Now, you get a win here, we can pin a loss on a division rival. If we get this win here too, we're going to be able to sweep. We can say we swept the Cubs. Right? Cubbies are 28-13 right now, so obviously this was a huge series. The first 2 games, and we ended up winning those 2. I mean, this is big. This is big. We were coming into this series tied with the Cubs, but now we're game and a half. We're half a game up. Excuse me. So DeSclafani pitching really well here. 77 pitches so far, and this is going to be the second out of the top of the 7th. Jesse Winker with the nice play. Ben Zobrist coming up. He's going to ground out to Joey Votto, and the inning is over. So the Reds have a chance here in the bottom half of the 7th to start making some noise. And here's Tucker Barnhart, who's going to turn on that fastball on the inside part of the plate. And going to get that base hit. Nice, 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 nice. But because of that base hit, Yu Darvish is going to be taken out of this ball game. Joe Madden out there. He likes his options in the bullpen. We're going to face off against Carl Edwards Jr., who has a nasty, nasty repertoire. This slider is probably his best pitch. Look at that thing. That's got a lot of movement, a lot of late movement, and it's a hard movement too. It's not a soft slider whatsoever. It almost could be classified as a cutter. I'd probably have to look that up because I think that was his slider. I think the pitch beforehand was a cut fastball. It looked a little too hard of a break for it to be a slider. Not very soft. So 0-2 count here. Schebler going to get a ball up high, outside. Edwards is trying to set him up, it seems like. I think he's coming back here with the slider again, or the cutter. That high fastball was probably just for show. So 3 pitches on this at-bat for Edwards, and a fastball just missed. Where did that end up? Oh, just right away from the inside corner and low. Just a little bit. That was a tough pitch to take there, but another two-seam fastball that just gets away from Edwards. Now he's trying to overthrow it, I think. So full count here. Runner on first. One down. Schebler trying not to hit into a double play ball. Got to get a gap shot. Got to get a fly ball. Something. Oh my God. He takes it. And I thought he struck out. And Joe Madden is absolutely furious with the call. But we get lucky there. That was definitely a strike. That broke in just like that. Just like it did to Peraza right there in this at-bat. But it's now going to be bases loaded as he gets a base hit. Just waited. Turned on that thing. Sent it right back up the middle. And the Cubs' middle infield can't make a play. So it took him this long, but he did get his hit to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. So now Jesse Winker comes up, and he's going to send a ground ball right past shortstop. And check it out, one run's going to score. The second run, that's Schebler, he's going to score. So the Reds take the lead. It's going to be a 3-2 game now, guys, in the bottom of the 7th. So it seems like no matter what the Cubs do right now with their bullpen, the Reds are tacking on runs. Eugenio Suarez coming up huge with a big-time boosh for a 3-run shot. It's going to be 6-2 in the bottom of the 7th, and it just is an inning from hell for the Cubs. It's a nightmare inning for them right now. They're on the verge of getting swept, and now it's a 6-2 game here as we jump a little bit further ahead to the next inning in the bottom of the 8th, so the Cubs still can't score in their next half inning. Puig comes up, drives in Matt Kemp for a 7-2 game. Barnhart comes through with a right center field gap right there to make it 8-2 for a double. 8-2 in the bottom of the 8th. It seems like this game is over. So this is why, with nobody down, we are still having Jared Hughes in the game. He's going to lay down a bunt. We're going to move that runner over. Peraza coming up. You need a fly ball. He does get it. He gets a fly ball. And it looks like it's going to go out. And it lands on the base of the wall. The runner right there, Barnhart, was tagging up because that left fielder, Schwarber, stopped, looking like he was going to catch it. We're waiting for that to actually be an out call. And Peraza didn't seem like he was already headed to second. So he was kind of lollygagging there, thought he had a home run. But speaking of home runs, Joey Votto is going to come up with a 2-run shot, and this one had no loft on it, left no doubt about it. Line drive, home run, 107 in the exit velocity. It was an absolute shot, guys. I mean, just check out this ball path right here. Boom. Big time boosh for Cincinnati. That's a 2-run shot. It's going to be 11-2 in the top of the 9th. And look at Jared Hughes. Wow, he ran over from the pitcher mound all the way over to foul territory to make that play for the out. And Wilson Contreras. Wellington Castillo used to be a Chicago Cub. I'm dating myself now. So Wilson Contreras going to strike out there. We got 2 down, runners on second and third now after Matt Kemp can't come through with fielding the ball cleanly. So I think some focus has been lost a little bit. But Jared Hughes going to come up big with a strikeout. The Reds are going to win this game, guys. Going to sweep the Chicago Cubs. And check out all that momentum that we're going to be getting into our next couple simmed games. So I'll see you guys in the next episode for episode number 3 of the Cincinnati Reds, March to October. Leave a like if you like this thing, and please subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'll see you guys later. As always, peace.